Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the mic. It is 3:08 Eastern Standard Time in the beautiful town of Fitchburg, Massachusetts, and we are getting ready to watch the Tampa Bay Men's Roller Derby versus the Mass Maelstrom. All right, starting off with Tampa Bay Men's Roller Derby, the Gulf Coast Hurricanes. We've got number 11, that's Milo Garcia. Number 117, Disaster Chief. Number 12, that's Mike Check. 124, Man Down. 1300, Duchess. 18, American My Doll. Number 19, Mohawk Down. Number 3, Go So Hard. Number 420, Hensel and Regretter. 5, Chuck Taylor. And number 7, Johnny Rocket.
Skating for Mass Maelstrom Roller Derby, our home team here today. We have number 10, Dirty Frank, number 109, Cilantro, number 13, 37, Striker, number 2, Conlon, number 21, Shocker, number 22, Andy, number 32, Pickering, number 4, Renegade Master, number 504, My Baby Daddy, number 526, Colleran, number 60, Brunetti, number 7, Hasselman, number 777, Captain Hook, and number 80, Ben Off.
We've already gotten started. We've got Go So Hard wearing the star for Tampa Bay, and that's Striker wearing the star once again for Mass Maelstrom. Striker is out in front and has lead jammer.
Second bout of the day for both of these teams. Striker earlier today putting up a very impressive bout. Earlier today, you can start to see that Tampa has a relatively short bench, and I've wondered, watching them the first bout of the day, whether or not they would have issues as the day went on.
True story. A couple of the big hitters out there were Milo Garcia and number 3, that's Go So Hard. Go So Hard is actually in the penalty box right now. Striker's on a power jam. Striker trying to get past one more skater. That's number 5, Chuck Taylor, finally getting through and picking up those 5 points. Striker re-engaging the pack just waiting for him to show up. Go So Hard standing. Striker calling it off before Go So Hard is released from Jammer Jail.
Tampa Bay mixing it up a little bit on this first jam. I don't think we saw Go So Hard jamming at all the first bout of the day for them. So maybe trying something a little bit different against the Maelstrom this time around.
We've got number 22, that's Andy, wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom, already in turn 1 and already trying to use that fancy footwork to get through. In the first bout of the game, Andy was very, very active on those skates. No pass, no penalty, but Andy is the lead jammer.
Go So Hard back out on the track after the assessed penalty, working the way through the pack.
Go So Hard trying to go to the outside, almost making it through, but the Mass Maelstrom came back and enveloped him.
Looks like Shocker heading to the box for Mass Maelstrom. Taking a timeout in the sin bin.
Andy picking up 5 points for Mass Maelstrom, bringing Mass Maelstrom up to 12 points. Tampa Bay Men's Roller Derby still at 0. Both teams feels like they're feeling each other out. They're not going 100% just yet.
It's been the case all day today, and a number of the bouts that we've seen, first couple of jams of each game, called off quickly, a little bit of a stick and move kind of action that's been going on. feeling out, trying to not let things get away. Although an 8-point jam, not that bad for Andy. A good way to get out there and get some points on the board early.
They're back out on the track. We've got Cilantro out there wearing the star for Mass Maelstrom. And we've got Disaster Chief wearing the star once again for Tampa. Cilantro pulls out of the pack, takes lead jammer, and has already come back around to re-engage. Cilantro getting right in the middle of that defense, trying to break it down. No such luck. Looks like he's trying to get through just by will and attrition. That's 1,300. Duchess trying to push him to the outside, now pushing him to the inside.
Tampa Pivot American Midol heading to the penalty box.
We've got Disaster Chief. Oh, a big hit to Cilantro. Down. He's down again. That was a big hit. I did not catch the number of that freight train that hit Cilantro.
Earning those points today.
Jeez.
Early in the bout.
Well, if you're going to get a hit like that, you might as well get 5 points for it while you're going around.
I believe, as the saying goes, worth it, right?
Yeah, I hope it was. Cilantro picking up another 5 points. Cilantro able to easily pass the defense. Once again, it feels like they're just kind of feeling each other out.
Looks like we have a successful star pass to American Midol. Tampa Bay pivot. Cilantro with a dandy apex jump there.
Shorts the apex, picks up 5 points.
Putting an exclamation point on that 20-point jam.
No kidding.
Really earned that.
35 points for Mass Maelstrom, 0 points so far for Tampa Bay. Looks like that was the Tampa Bay captain, and that was Chuck Taylor with that big hit to Cilantro out there. And Chuck Taylor's already standing at the penalty box. Wearing the star for Tampa Bay, that's Hansel and Regretter, number 420. And wearing the star once again for Mass Maelstrom, that is Stryker, number 1337. Now, Stryker is a veteran skater. When I got into roller derby about 4 years ago, he was already a veteran skater then.
He's shown some great creativity out on the track today, and it just continues as you go through. Great track awareness, great pack awareness. Really just a phenomenal skater to watch.
And there are so many great skaters on Maelstrom. It's hard to pick, favorites, if you will.
Right.
I've been I know I'm not supposed to say such things, but I've been following them for a bit now. Back in the good old days when I was going through fresh meat, they were saying, "Oh man, come on, join up." But I'll tell you, this is dangerous. If you're watching this, you know how dangerous it is. All it took was a broken collarbone and I was out. But that's okay, I'm on the mic now. We've got number 1, 2, 4. That's Man Down, wearing the star for Tampa Bay. And his lead jammer, and that's My Baby's Daddy, number 504, wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom. An incredibly fast-moving pack. Good call by Man Down to call that off. When the jammers are fighting to keep up with the pack, just call it off. All you're going to do is waste your energy.
Looks like American Midol being assessed another penalty very early in the bout here. Another trip. Shaking his head, not very happy with that call. I believe it was a forearm.
Wearing the star for Tampa Bay, that's 117 Disaster Chief. And wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom, that's number 22, Andy. Oh, a big hit there from Milo Garcia, knocking Andy to the inside. Now he's back, knocked to the outside. Disaster Chief trying to get out of turn 2. Mass Maelstrom doing everything in their power to keep that from happening. Do we have a lead jammer yet? I haven't seen.
I don't believe so. Really formidable wall work out there from both teams. Andy being recycled again.
Yeah. If you missed it this morning, it was Tampa Bay versus... I'll figure it out in a second. They went the full 2 minutes. That was Tampa Bay versus
North Carolina
Collision.
Yeah.
They went around the track for a whole 2 minutes, no lead jammer. It looks like they're trying to recreate that today. Mass Maelstrom on a power jam, not sure if there's a... There, we finally got a lead jammer. Wow, with 20 seconds left in the jam, we finally have a lead jammer. 5 points on the board, thanks to Andy. Tampa is definitely starting to fight back. Oh, Andy almost made it around, but felt that it was time to get recycled. Mass Maelstrom at 47. Tampa Bay finally on the board with 1 point. Let's see here. Current MRDA ranking for Tampa Bay is 17. If I'm not mistaken, Mass Maelstrom is 10.
That is correct.
So we do have high-ranking teams out here during this tournament. So we're getting a very, very good level of derby out here. Some great derby action. Oh! Big hit, knocking Striker.
Denied the apex jump.
Oh! That was like a surface-to-air missile there. Duchess, number 300, lead jammer. I believe this is the first time that Tampa's taken lead jammer.
Duchess grabbing 2 quick points, 3 quick points, and calling it off.
I have a feeling that's what we're going to be seeing, is trying to get that deficit down little by little, just inch by inch.
I saw that practice definitely as a reminder from the first bout that Tampa Bay played today. They spent a lot of their time with lead, calling off quickly, getting a couple of points, 3 points, 2 points, calling off the jam, getting a break and burning clock.
It's a great strategy.
It's a very difficult strategy to carry on versus Mass Maelstrom because they're just going to run and gun and fire. Unless you can get lead, it's not going to work.
Exactly, and that is not the case at this point. Man down is the lead jammer, but it looks like man down is actually going to the penalty box for a back block penalty. We've got Hasselman out there wearing the star. Actually, he's got the star in his hand, trying to complete that star pass.
Chuck Taylor heading to the sin bin again.
Ooh.
Just another penalty.
1, 2, 3 skaters in the penalty box for Tampa. This is Maelstrom's opportunity to run with it. Oh, wow. Right over Brunetti, man down.
Right back to the penalty box.
And right back to the penalty box. Santa Vaca, what the heck? Five more points on the board for Maelstrom, bringing their score to 52. Tampa Bay still at 4. Maelstrom's only had a couple hours to rest up after their last bout, but they're coming out guns blazing. 5 more points on the board. And that's it. Wow. Tampa Bay still has their jammer in the penalty box. Officials going over there to discuss it with him.
That's the game. They're giving him the game. He's out.
Whoa.
That is the end of the day.
The end of the day for man down.
Man down is down.
Whoa. And, well, not only are they're a man down thanks to man down, and they've got a short list to start with.
Yeah.
This is going to get interesting. Oh. Gross misconduct.
Fired up. You know, that the apex jump in that situation right there, I mean, that's why that penalty exists.
It's one of those things that if it would have worked, it would have been absolutely brilliant and beautiful. But the fact that it didn't, somebody could have gotten really hurt. They hit Brunetti right in the back with the skates. That's just not a way to go. A lot of risk for a lot of reward, but it did not pay off at all. Tampa Bay at 5 points. Mass Maelstrom at 57.
You could sense the frustration coming out of the penalty box, wanting to get out there, wanting to charge, get some points on the board, get ahead. You know, and it's very, very early in the bout to show that level of frustration. But hopefully Tampa can settle in here and come up with a game plan to keep things close.
Yeah, we're at jam number 8. So they've already started to feel, they've already felt each other out. In that last jam, it really felt like they took the gloves off a bit and just started to go at it. So it looks like we've got number 504. That's My Baby Daddy, wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom. Oh, My Baby Daddy into the penalty box. Johnny Rocket wearing the star for Tampa on a power jam, just knocking Benar out of the way, picking up lead jammer. Wow. Yeah, if you are in New England and you are a Derby fan, why are you not here? This is some incredible Derby today. Oh, some well-needed points on the board for Tampa. Tampa now at 10.
And just to remind folks, the action is going to continue tomorrow. So if you can't get down here today, the best way to spend your Mother's Day is to come down here and hang out. Bring Mom out to the Derby.
Absolutely. Show her a good time. Bring her out. Show her what Derby's all about. Maybe Mom will want to join up. My Baby Daddy back on the track. That pack was nice and tight. Now it's quite a bit spread out. Johnny Rocket stepping over other skaters to get by. 5 points on the board for Tampa. I'm getting a feeling Tampa dialed it back just a touch, but it looks like it's working for them. Mass Maelstrom at 57, Tampa Bay at 15.
Not short on action today here at the battle for Bunker Hill.
Oh my Lord. All right. Wearing the star, it's Hansel and Regretter. Tampa Bay getting right out front, grabbing lead jammer. And we've got number 22, that's Andy, wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom.
American Mito playing some O out there. not afraid of mixing it up, even with those couple of penalties already this early in the game.
Well, again, with the with their roster, well, how about this? They need to hold something back because they need to survive until tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
You keep getting ejected, that's not going to work out very well for the rest of the day. Because, let's see. Yeah, this is Maelstrom and Tampa's last game of the day. Back on the track, we've got Duchess, number 1300. Duchess out in front, taking lead jammer. And that's that's Cilantro, number 109, wearing the star for the Maelstrom.
Duchess calling it off after squeezing out 3 points. Tampa Bay creeping up, just under 12 minutes to go in the first half, 26 points. Maelstrom still with quite the lead at 57.
Oh. 11 minutes and 31 points. It can happen. I'm sure we've all seen worse. Striker, number 1337, wearing the star for Maelstrom and out in front as lead jammer. And that's Milo Garcia, number 11, wearing the star for Tampa Bay. An incredibly formidable skater from earlier this morning. Striker with 5 points on the board. Both jammers having a hard time getting through that pack, but it looks like we've got ourselves a star pass. As American Maidal, number 18, got that star, did not have a chance to complete the star pass though. Looking at Twitter, Stephen Carter, at Master Carter, is nice job, announcers. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks. I really appreciate that. Looks like that's Rolamite. All right, calling a team timeout. So while we're waiting, if you are in the area, let me tell you, you are not going to do better than the Daily Bagel Cafe. Excellent sandwiches, fantastic bagels. They make all the bagels and baked goods in the store. When you go in, look next to the register. There's a box there. We call it the scaffolding of sin. And that's because it has the most delectable treats you're gonna find. Banana bread with thick cream cheese frosting on it. They've got peanut butter blondies with a great peanut butter frosting on top. Whoopie pies, you name it. They all make it all in-house. Check it out. The Daily Bagel Cafe. That's at 582 North Main Street in Leominster, Mass.
You had me at whoopie.
Seriously, on the weekends, my wife will tell me, go out, get me coffee and something from the Daily Bagel. Yes, honey, I will happily do that. We're also being sponsored today by Dippin' Donuts at 235 Lunenburg Street in Fitchburg, Mass. Now, this is the Dippin' Donuts, the one in Fitchburg, not the other ones. Don't worry about them. They don't matter. They're a chain. But the Dippin' Donuts in Fitchburg, that's where to go. Get those munchkins. They're absolutely great, and the staff is fantastic. Check out Dippin' Donuts, 235 Lunenburg Street, Fitchburg, Mass. Back to the action on the track. Tupac, shocker, getting sent to the penalty box. We've got Disaster Chief wearing the star for Tampa. And we've got number 22, that's Andy, wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom. Andy up against Milo Garcia. Milo Garcia appears to have his number. Disaster Chief at the back of the pack trying to get past the Maelstrom defense.
Relentless pressure.
Oh! And number 22 getting sent to the penalty box for a track cut penalty. Andy was the lead jammer. That means we are going to go the full 2 minutes. Mass Maelstrom at 66. Tampa Bay at 26.
Disaster Chief showing some frustration, a little exhaustion on this jam. Fighting that wall. Just made a not so smart re-entry while staring right at the Maelstrom blocker, going to the sin bin for a timeout.
Wow.
Chuck Taylor trying to hug the line there, toe stop.
Sheesh. Andy once again coming up against that Tampa Bay defense, and that's it for that jam.
Ooh, jam 13 going the distance. It looks like Mass grabbing 3 points, only 3. A 2-minute jam. Two very fleet-footed skaters who are used to flying out there around the track on just a couple of wheels are shut down by some raw power on both sets of walls.
Yep, both teams definitely putting up decent defense now. Of course, now both teams have also had one game under their belt today. So, I don't want to say evenly matched in the tiredness department, but so if you want to shout out to us on Twitter, it's hashtag #TalkToBOBH. That's right, hashtag #TalkToBOBH for the Battle of Bunker Hill here in the beautiful city of Fitchburg, Massachusetts. On the track, we've got Cilantro wearing the star for Mass Maelstrom, and Disaster Chief wearing the star once again for Tampa Bay.
Little game of cat and mouse going on down and right around between turns 1 and 2. Cilantro doing the wise thing in retreating and yielding to prevent that track cut.
Milo Garcia making it through. Not the lead jammer. Oh, finally making it through on the initial pass. You know, number 19 there, Mohawk Down, has been the bane of many jammers. Once you get past the big guys, all of a sudden Mohawk Down is there to just offer some pain as you get by. Once again, Mohawk Down knocking Cilantro to the outside.
Very quick-footed when recycling skaters too. It's something that that retreat, that skill in being able to retreat on a dime has been, as you said, the bane today.
Oh, the pack goes down. Skater on top of skater. Looks like they're dragging themselves up to try once again. Milo Garcia, number 11. That's number 10. That's number 10. Frank up on the toe stops. Milo Garcia just pushing. And Frank was skidding back on those toe stops.
Just avoiding a multiplayer there too. Really great release.
Mass Maelstrom at 69. Tampa Bay at 31. Less than 5.5 minutes left in this half. Now, after this, at 5 p.m., we've got the Hooligans versus Collision. Collision was up against Tampa Bay this morning, and the Hooligans played Maelstrom earlier. Back on the track, we've got Stryker wearing the star once again for Mass Maelstrom. Almost looked like he was trying to get through that pack on his belly.
Chuck Taylor showing some great lateral movement. But not enough.
Well, we got number 12, Mike Check, passing off that star to number 7. That's Johnny Rocket. Johnny Rocket got recycled to the back, put the star silk on his head, and is now taking on the Maelstrom defense.
Johnny Rocket being assessed a track cut.
At almost 40 points down, this is not what they needed.
Particularly with Stryker out on the track.
Mass Maelstrom at 74. Tampa Bay at 36.
Looks like they're sending Andy out for this power start.
Andy has been very fleet-footed, has been able to get through these packs well. Andy trying to make his way through. Johnny Rocket is standing, getting ready to engage. Andy going back and forth. Mohawk down once again right in front, trying to stop that progress. Johnny Rocket just stopped for a moment. Looked like he was having a conversation like, hey guys, how are we gonna do this? Oh my heck. Just digging in. You got Brunetti at the front, you got Frank. Johnny Rocket pushing as hard as he could. But no! I didn't catch what the penalty was. But there you go, Johnny
high
Rocket.
block.
Oh, sorry, high block. I didn't see that. Andy on a power jam. Andy trying to increase that lead a little bit more.
Pickering in there, trying to steer it up with a little bit of O. I think, we've seen Mass being very conservative with the amount of O that they're playing today. And I think Pickering is starting to get in there and give Andy a little bit of assistance.
Well, what is this? It is just a battle of wills at this point. When you get to the point where you are literally just pushing that defense down the line, there you go, Johnny Rocket finally making it through the initial pass. Andy didn't want any of that, calling it off. Mass Maelstrom at 84. Tampa Bay still stuck at 36. And we've got a minute and a half until this half is done. So as a reminder, 5 p.m., that's Hooligans versus Collision. And then at 7 p.m., we have a WFTDA sanctioned game, Bay State versus Rock Coast. My Baby Daddy, number 504, wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom. And you've got number 117 there. I'm sorry, 117. That's Disaster Chief wearing the star for Tampa Bay. My Baby Daddy picking up those 4 points and shutting it down.
Hansel and Regretter being assessed a misconduct after pleading his case for what looked like a low block. Have to rewind the tape. But a little too forcefully pleading his case, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of time to cool down over in the sin bin.
Yeah, whatever he said, they were not buying it. So that gives Stryker out there once again with the star and a power start. We've got Mass Maelstrom at 88 and Tampa Bay at 36 with 5 seconds left.
Looks like we have Duchess out there trying to blam through. Going down really hard on the side.
Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a skater down. All right, folks, we are back. Skaters being taken off the track, but they're up and running and all is well. Now, we are at a very interesting point here. Nope, that's it. We are at intermission. We're going to take 15 minutes and we'll be right back for more Derby action. All right, we've got 44 seconds left. Your good buddy Oso Blanco Fabuloso here with the lovely and talented OG Juan, excuse me. I almost said OG Obi because I looked down.
Right, the OG,
Sorry.
Juan Kenobi. Shout out to
as an original gangster.
original gangster, Juan Kenobi. We're getting back to the action here at the Battle of Bunker Hill. Mass Maelstrom, 93 points after one half of a bout. Tampa Bay, 36.
Not insurmountable. We've got a whole 30 minutes of derby. However, both teams are fighting for every point out there.
Tampa Bay going to have to fight this second half after losing Skater.
I know, I'm looking right now.
Right.
That was man down, number 124, man down.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
I-
Those are my notes.
Sleepy
Second half here. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Long day of derby going on here. Man down, of course.
I know, because they're a man down.
They're a man
That's
down.
why I was looking.
It's too literal. It's too literal.
Way too literal. Oh, the whistle has been blown. We've got 5 seconds before we're up and running again. Out of the gate, Striker wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom. And that is Disaster Chief wearing the star for Tampa. Striker making it through past turn 1, picking up lead jammer. Disaster Chief still stuck in turn 1. Disaster Chief moving that pack to turn 2 while Striker gets recycled.
The Maelstrom starting off with a much more agile, fleet-footed wall against Disaster Chief. Seems to be quite effective.
Yeah, Disaster Chief, no slouch. Picked up a lot of points in the first game today. It was really a force to be reckoned with. Between Disaster Chief, Man Down, and Go So Hard, just kept pulling up those points. Mass Maelstrom at 98, Tampa Bay still at 36. Well, that looks like number 22, Andy, wearing the star once again for the Mass Maelstrom. And that is number 1-2, Mike Check, wearing the star for Tampa Bay. Mike Check tossed to the inside, getting recycled all the way back to the jammer line. Andy also recycled all the way back to the jammer line. Andy now on a power jam. Mike is sent to jammer jail.
Track cut on Andy. Looks like they're going to swap places.
Oh! Just a little bit of jammer do-si-do. Apparently there was a question as to where to sit as well. Andy back on the track.
Successful star pass to Milo Garcia.
Milo Garcia going to the inside of the track, able to pick up 4 points. No one has lead jammer status. Both jammers went to the penalty box, so we are going the full 2 minutes.
Tampa's D coming out the second half with a chip on their shoulder.
Well, after all those points, they've got a little bit. They feel that they have something to prove.
Conlon going low on Milo Garcia. And recycling Milo back.
Wow.
Great footwork by Captain Conlon.
Looks like there was a star pass. Number 3-2 Pickering now wearing the star for Mass Maelstrom. Milo Garcia appearing to have some difficulties out there. I mean, the constant beatings that these skaters have taken today, I'm amazed they're still standing.
Tampa basically
Taking lead jammer. Striker flying across the track.
really great contrast in styles of jammer right now. You've got Striker, the more fleet-footed, longer jammer versus Duchess, the blammer that's out there, head down, go forward. It's great to see these two going head-to-head.
Wow, that was like a cannonball versus a sparrow. Wow. 3 more points on the board for Tampa Bay. They're up to 56. Mass Maelstrom at 104.
Tampa Bay showing some real grit out there, coming back from these injuries. Multi-day tournament, skaters going down hard, getting dragged off the track only to take a break and come right back out. It just goes to show what's so amazing about this sport is how folks are able to go out there and really lay it on the line, get right back up again.
Absolutely. And we've got Johnny Rocket out there. That's number 7. Johnny Rocket wearing the star for Tampa Bay and lead jammer.
Frank saying, oh no, no, not so fast.
Mass Maelstrom has My Baby Daddy jamming for them, but My Baby Daddy is in the penalty box. Johnny Rocket on a power jam. Johnny Rocket trying to snake his way through that defense. Johnny Rocket. I love that. I said, wait, I'm lead jammers. We're stopping. We're done.
He could have pulled the trigger on that a little bit quicker. He would have given his team a power start.
Absolutely. Yeah, My Baby Daddy had just started to get onto the track at that time.
It just goes to show the frustration that can come about from that Maelstrom wall that is just relentless in their reformation and holding back the Tampa Bay Jammers today.
We've got Striker, that's 1337 wearing the star once again for Mass. And we've got Disaster Chief wearing the star for Tampa Bay. Striker out at the front of the pack trying to get past that Tampa Bay defense. Disaster Chief at the back of the pack. Striker pulling it, taking lead jammer. Mohawk down, trading pink with Andy, now up against Go So Hard.
Mike Check coming down real hard on that left arm. Looks like we have a successful pass off to American Maidal.
American Maidal recycling himself to the back. Andy at the front of the pack trying to get past. Right through, there you go, 4 more points on the board for the Maelstrom. American Maidal trying to get through, getting recycled once again. A very slow moving pack because the defense being put up against these jammers.
There's quite a bit of mass out there on the track right now, and I'm not talking about the Maelstrom.
Oh, it is a Maelstrom though, this is a true story. Wow. Andy's going to try to spin around and get past Go So Hard. Andy pointing to Go So Hard. American Maidal getting sent to the penalty box for a track cut. And that's the end of that jam. Mass Maelstrom is going to get a power start. Mass Maelstrom at 120. And Tampa Bay at 66. With about 19 minutes left in this half. Both teams really coming together and really getting aggressive. It's like they found their footing, they felt each other out, and now they're ready for, they're out for blood.
Yeah, they really stopped playing nice quite a while ago, but the second half, it definitely has a different tone to it. Overall, Looks like Mike Chick is heading over to the EMT section for a little bit of work on that left arm. He went down really hard on that arm in the first turn.
Yeah, I saw some grimacing from him as he's trying to hold the formation. So I hope everything's okay. Hope it's just something a little bruised, so we can get right back into the action. So with 18 minutes and 45 seconds left, we are currently watching the Maelstrom versus Tampa at 5 p.m. We've got Hooligans versus Collision. And then at 7 p.m., we've got a WFTDA sanctioned game. Bay State Brawlers, that's right, your local roller derby league here in Fitchburg, Mass, versus Rock Coast out of Maine. Conlon wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom. American Maidal in the penalty box wearing the star for Tampa Bay. Conlon trying to get past that defense. Mohawk down, trying to get into help.
Isolated out.
Yeah. Mohawk down now knows what it feels like to be a jammer. American Maidal back in, rushing that pack like a bull. Oh, a big hit over there by turn 4. Conlon making it through, picking up lead jammer. A minute 9 seconds left in the jam. We finally get a lead jammer.
And the story of the game.
Absolutely.
Drawn out, methodical, self-supporting walls that have just not made it possible for these jammers to get out today.
It's all about the defense.
I have to say we have to be impartial up here, but for the most part, I would much rather see a low-scoring game myself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because a low-scoring game, you get lots of skill, you get lots of people really working together, and you see a lot of pushing and toughness. Conlon going on the inside, coming up against Go So Hard. If I had to go up against Go So Hard, I probably would have called it off as well. Yeah. Mass Maelstrom at 131, Tampa Bay still at 66. Tampa Bay has one timeout and their official review left. Mass Maelstrom has all of their timeouts and their official review. Speaking of timeouts, the officials, however, have unlimited timeouts.
Little track repair going on right now.
Yeah, track repair, that helps. They've been ripping up this track. I'm wondering how much money in gaffer's tape we're going to be going through today. It is some hard skating out there. Wow. And even though it's 131 to 66, both teams have been fighting so hard. Mass Maelstrom has had to fight for every one of those points.
I think the real difference in the score really was a couple of longer opportunistic jams that came out of either jammer penalties.
Yep.
Or there was only, if I can recall, maybe 3 or 4 really solid jams out of all of them that led to this lead. So it has been a relatively close game. It just goes to show in Derby, a couple of really spot-on, effective jams, and the game can get out of hand immediately.
Completely. We've got Cilantro, number 109, wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom, and Duchess, number 1300, wearing the star for Tampa Bay. Once again, an interesting dichotomy between jammers.
Go So Hard going to the penalty box for an obstruction call.
Duchess trying to use that strength and power to get through. Mass Maelstrom able to hold him off. But we do have a lead jammer. Cilantro got lead jammer. Unfortunately, then immediately gets recycled. Back through, tries to make that apex jump.
Dutch is showing some wear and tear from that earlier back injury right at the beginning, right at the end of the first half, going down in turn 2. Definitely see it on his face that he's feeling the pain right now.
Yeah, that silk came off his head. He is definitely looking for that star pass there. It looks like that star pass is going to 117, Disaster Chief. Cilantro with lead is still trying to get through that pack. Maelstrom now a skater down. I did not catch which skater went to the penalty box.
Sure. Hasselman. It is Hasselman.
Hasselman. And the jam just ran out of time. Wow.
1 lap.
1 lap. I believe it went 1 lap. The only person who was in a position to score was Cilantro, but Cilantro couldn't get through the pack
Immediately
again to actually do
recycle.
anything.
Yeah, immediately recycled to the back, and never made it around the track completely after that.
Looks like we've got Stryker once again out there with the star for Mass Maelstrom. And that's Johnny Rocket wearing the star for Tampa Bay. Mohawk down, almost taking out Stryker, but Stryker got through, picking up lead jammer.
Maelstrom able to do that with 2 skaters in the penalty box.
That was an interesting move there. Stryker sticking out his hips, trying to get past, that was number 12 there, Mike check with his hips while calling it off, trying to pick up that extra little point.
And they're going to give it to him.
Mass Maelstrom now at 132, Tampa Bay at 66. And now we're at about 13 minutes left of this half. We've got Hansel and Regretter, number 420, wearing the star for Tampa Bay. And that's Andy, number 22, wearing the star for Mass Maelstrom. Andy up at front trying to get past Tampa's defense. Well, look at that. Hansel and Regretter found a nice path on the outside of the pack, got right through, took lead jammer.
Chuck Taylor with a really nice play to send the jammer back, Andy back, recycled. Great track awareness there.
Hansel and Regretter knocked to the inside. Hansel and Regretter trying to get some points on the board, but Mass Maelstrom doing everything they can to just stop that forward progress. Looks like Benar has the star silk now, and that's number 5. Chuck Taylor has the star as well. Both teams executing the star pass. Again, Mohawk down with a hip, taking out Benar. 4 more points on the board for Tampa. Whoa, that was some interesting fancy footwork there by Johnny Rocket. Benar finally getting through on the initial pass. Johnny Rocket, 4 points on the board. I'm not sure he knows what's going on just yet. I probably would have called it off.
It's actually Chuck Taylor that's out there, and I'm seeing from the way that to be able to put up a 16-point or 17-point jam, I think we got to reconsider switching things up and maybe having Chuck Taylor out there again with that star on his helmet.
No kidding. Like, yeah, let's get some.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
Hey, start giving the star to blockers. I mean,
it's not like Tampa has that. They're that deep in the jammer department right now, anyway. You know, but Chuck's right back out there again. He's light bench over there.
Well, I'm looking at their roster, and I think I've seen every single skater jam.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single person on here that hasn't
Yeah,
jammed
at one
yet.
point, either this game or the earlier game. I know
Yeah.
that, Mohawk Down was out jamming a couple of times in the first game, and maybe that was their strategy. But as things get tight now, and we're getting down, I'm looking at their bench. They've got 4 skaters on their bench right now, of course, because there's a review in progress. But Duchess has his helmet's off. So even though there are 4 skaters over there, I think Duchess might be TKO'd for the rest of the bout.
Oh, I hope it's I hope it's nothing too bad, and I hope that he gets back out there as soon as possible.
It's a reminder to everybody, these teams have to skate again mañana.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Let's see, we've got tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., that's Collision versus Casco Bay. Tampa's going to be back here at 11 a.m. tomorrow, and Mass Maelstrom at 3 p.m. They're going to be up against Toronto, which we saw earlier. So on the plus side, they are definitely going to be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't care how uncomfortable. I don't care if it's somebody's horrible pull-out couch. They're gonna sleep tonight. After some aspirin and a warm bath. I'm hoping.
A long hot shower. Yeah. And it's just the quality of play that's out here. That for the folks that are home today, if you're in the local area, to be able to come down and see this and to really sense the impact that's going on. I know it's not conveyed properly via our live stream, but to be able to just hear the crunch of these walls.
We are up in the crow's nest, and you can feel it. You can feel those hard hits out there. It is absolutely amazing to me that anybody is still standing.
Yep.
Like, there's a reason I don't do this. I am soft and squishy. I am not ready to get out there and take on any of these skaters.
Looks like after the official review on the track, the Maelstrom are being assessed a jammer penalty. So Milo Garcia out there with a power start.
Striker.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Frank.
a big hit from
Perfect.
Frank.
Perfectly timed.
You got Striker, Hasselman, Frank, all trying to keep poor Milo Garcia from getting forward. Oh! Little bit of fancy footwork, a little twisting here and there. Next thing you know, you're right through. Benar, number 80, wearing the star for Mass Maelstrom, out of the sin bin and onto the track. Milo Garcia taking a spill to the outside. Benar up in front of the pack, has Striker there to try to help, but it looks like what that actually is a star pass. Now Striker's fending off shots from Tampa Bay, makes it through. I will call that a successful star pass.
Milo forced to call it off with the impending threat.
Yeah, that good call calling that off. Mass Maelstrom at 135, Tampa Bay at 89.
Striker staying out there with the jammer cap on, and yet again, back from the bench with the helmet back on, Duchess.
I didn't think you could keep him down for long.
No, nope.
But you see the intensity on their faces. You can see the drive. They want this very badly. Duchess, however, I believe that's a track cut. Getting sent to jammer jail. Mass Maelstrom on a power jam. Striker still trying to get past that pack. He's got some momentum. Mohawk down. Oh, right past. Picking up lead jammer along the way. Striker coming back to engage the pack. Striker, a big hit to Mohawk down.
Being assessed a forearm.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen, but Duchess right back in, engaging the pack.
And through.
And through. All he needed was a breather, a little breather. Take the helmet off for a moment. So you take the helmet off, you regain your chi, you're back out there.
Just cut the eye, Mickey.
Just cut the eye. Duchess with a little bit of twisting and turning out there. Getting back up on those skates. Oh, almost made it past. Getting recycled. Colleran fighting to get back there.
Duchess handing off to Johnny Rocket.
Striker back on the track, about to hit the pack. 5 big points on the board for Tampa Bay. 5 points on the board for Maelstrom. Oh, a big hit. Big hits there between Colleran and Johnny Rocket.
After getting assessed the low block there.
I bet. All right. Looks like we have a skater down. We're going to be back in just a moment.
Johnny Rocket getting attended to by the medical staff after a really hard hit in the third turn.
Yeah, we were just discussing. Colleran will just, you get out of that pack, and he doesn't like that apparently, and will chase you down like a cheetah
on the inside and got position.
Of course, now
I think the initial hit was clean. I think
Yeah.
the follow through is what ended up landing him in the sin bin.
Absolutely. I don't know if you want to pan over there, but he's literally there. He looks like he's lounging. All you need is a margarita in that man's hands, and he'd be all set. All right, 5 seconds till the whistle.
Mic check up for Tampa Bay, and it looks like Cilantro's out there for the Maelstrom.
Wow, Cilantro able to get past a lot of the defense there, even getting past Mike check.
Garcia with a little taunt there after a very effective push out of bounds on Cilantro.
Colleran back in. First thing he does is hip check Mohawk down. But lucky, that's Mike check as the lead jammer. Mike check just knocking down
back
962.
That was your textbook back block.
Textbook back block. This is true. Cilantro also going in. Little jammer do-si-do. Mic check back on the track.
Getting assessed a double. Get up, get down.
Wow. Cilantro got assessed a double penalty on that
I
one.
believe so.
Wow.
And a cartwheel by Chuck Taylor. Off the track.
Oh. Milo Garcia now in possession of that star silk. Getting pushed to the outside.
Little
and
payback
recycled.
after the first part of this jam.
No kidding. Tampa Bay out for blood with 5 minutes left in this game. Both teams, it feels, have a bit of a grudge against each other now.
Who said a 0-0 jam would be boring?
Oh, no kidding. Wow. There you go, folks. 144 Maelstrom, 98. My apologies. 103 for Tampa Bay. All right, that's 41 points in less than 5 minutes.
Doable.
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 Not easy.
No.
A lot of things have to go right, or a lot of things have to go wrong.
Or both.
Or both. We've got Hansel and Regretter, number 420, wearing the star for Tampa. That's Stryker right out front, taking lead. Jammer for the Mass Maelstrom. Hansel and Regretter out of the pack, moving along. Stryker doing a hop, skip, and a jump past the initial defense and calling it off.
Stryker getting the 3 on that nifty move.
Oh. 147 to 103. Less than 4 minutes. Now we're at a 44-point delta. Once again, stranger things have happened.
It looks like Tampa has listened to my suggestion here and has thrown Chuck Taylor out there to jam against Andy. We'll see if he can have the same success that we saw earlier after a panty pass or a star pass.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor really using that momentum and that density to just move that defense along. But Chuck Taylor in the penalty box. Andy, you're on a power jam. All you need to do now is get through. Andy making it through, picking up lead jammer. Mass Maelstrom at 147.
Showing great dexterity on the inside there. Pulling away from American Milo.
There you go. 5 in the sky. Oh, a little jammer on jammer action. Chuck Taylor not going softly into this good night. Chuck Taylor making it through that pack. The pack moving fast. Andy getting recycled to the back. Chuck Taylor now on a scoring pass, and that's it. It got called. Mass Maelstrom up to 153. Tampa Bay at 103. 2 minutes left. Now, I'm curious if this is a universal thing. The announcer curse.
Ooh.
Now, the announcer curse, for those that don't know, is when you look at that time period and you say, this is the last jam. And at that point, there's usually 2 or 3 more jams after that. So I'm wondering, do you have the announcer curse where you come from, sir?
I've learned, it does indeed exist. And I've learned to stay away from even suggesting
Touche.
that a final jam might happen.
Duchess out there wearing the star, that's 1300. Also, the lead jammer, a lot of fancy footwork out there, bobbing and weaving through the pack, but That was it for just picking up 3 more points, bringing Tampa Bay up to 106 with 1 minute left. See, I didn't actually say it was the last jam, so I did not invoke the curse. All right. Looks like they're calling a timeout.
Tampa Bay with virtually some of the same blocker pairs out there around the clock. You know, with pulling some of these blockers out to jam, you know, it just shows an incredible amount of endurance that you need to participate in this sport. Intestinal fortitude, you know, endurance.
Absolutely.
This is where it's at. This is really when it can make or break you.
And most of these leagues are all volunteer.
Correct.
So in order to come up here from Tampa, they've had to shell out their own cash to get up here. So they are up here fighting for their lives and, you know, making it worth the trip.
Very respectable showing today
100%.
from them under extreme duress on the road.
Mass Maelstrom at 153, Tampa Bay at 1-6. Hooper down there just called the last jam. Let's see if the curse remains. We've got number 420, that's Hansel and Regretter wearing the star, and Cilantro wearing the star for the Mass Maelstrom, and getting past. No!
Garcia sending Cilantro for a reception.
Cilantro going down twice in spectacular fashion. We still do not have a lead jammer. We're a minute and 20 seconds left of this jam. We do not have a lead jammer. Cilantro getting knocked around like a rag doll. Hansel and Regretter trying to stay upright, trying to push through. Cilantro getting sent to jammer jail. Hansel and Regretter on a power jam, 57 seconds left.
Little left in the tank.
Yeah, 50 seconds left in this jam, and this is the last jam.
It's just jam clock now, 42 seconds left.
All he has to do is get past them, and he can call it off, and it can be done. But we do have a star pass there. That's Milo Garcia. Milo Garcia taking the star.
For one more knock at that wall.
One more knock. Oh! Made
Through.
it through. Oh! Almost. A spectacular fly through the air by Milo Garcia. Cilantro trying to get past. No such luck. Getting recycled as well. We are going to end this game with no lead jammer, and that's it.
Wow.
The last jam, no lead jammer.
Yeah. Story of the game, really, you know, to have these two teams come out here and just grind away. Showing a lot of derby love right now out on the track. You know, it's kind of like the analogy would be a couple of fighters that go the distance and just have nothing left in the tank but mutual respect for one another. That's all you can really have left. It's absolutely stunning.
It was like watching Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed. They just went toe for toe, just beating each other, and both trying their hardest. The only thing they have left is willpower and heart, because the body gave up a long time ago.
And it's only day one.
We're not even finished with day one. Final score, Mass Maelstrom 153. Tampa Bay at 111. Woo. All right, coming up a little after 5 p.m., we have the Hooligans back on the track versus the Collision all the way from North Carolina. The beautiful Banshee is going to be up here on the mic for the broadcast, so be sure to tune in and listen to her lovely tones. I've been Oso Blanco Fabuloso,
I am the OG Juan Kenobi.
and we are signing off. See you later, kids.